Color is beautiful, but in Old Masters painting, color is only the surface. Before color, there must be form. That is what grisaille solves: volume, form, and texture. But even before form, there must be structure, a structure of light and shadow. And this is where the umber underpainting begins. All these elements work together to create one complete painting. Alright, first umber underpainting. At this stage, I'm not thinking about the color. I'm thinking about light and shadow. The umber underpainting helps me design the value structure of the whole painting. Where is the light? Where is the shadow? Where does the form turn? Before I add color, I need to understand how the painting works underneath. This layer is like the skeleton. It gives the painting direction, rhythm, and depth. Now I move into the grisaille layer. In many ways, grisaille repeats what was already established in the umber underpainting. The light and shadow structure is already there. The main values are already designed, but now I can refine them. With gray, I can build the form more clearly. I can strengthen the volume, clean the transitions, and decide exactly how the light moves across the subject. In the light areas, grisaille allows me to build thicker deposits of paint. These raised passages will support the color layer and give the surface more life. But grisaille is not only important in the lights. In the halftones, this gray can remain visible throughout the color layers. Now, painting is mainly about values, but learning to see values clearly is not always easy. That is why I created the MA Painting Tools app. Inside the app, you will find simple tools like Value Checker and Value Picker. With Value Checker, you can take a photo of your painting and switch it into a value map. The image is simplified into basic value groups, so you can easily check if your lights, halftones, and shadows are in the right place. And with Value Picker, you can tap anywhere on the image and see how light or dark the area really is. It helps you understand exactly where you are on the grayscale. These tools make value checking much easier, especially when you are building a painting layer by layer. You can download the app on Google Play or use the desktop version at mapaintingtools.com. The value tools are completely free without limits. Check it out. Now, after the grisaille layer is dry, I can finally begin the color layer. But I'm not covering the structure underneath, I'm using it. The umber underpainting gave me the first light and shadow design. The grisaille refined the form, volume, and texture. And now color sits on top of that foundation. In the light areas, I apply the color slightly lighter than the underpainting. And just like in grisaille, I used a thicker layer of paint in the lights. This gives the surface more body and makes the light feel more alive. In the shadows, I go slightly darker, but I keep the painting thinner. Here, the umber can still influence the painting through all the layers. Its warm temperature gives the shadows depth and richness. In the halftones, I cover the gray only lightly. That cool gray underneath slightly mutes the saturation and creates softer, cooler transitions. So the whole color layer is built on a simple idea: warm light, warm shadow, and cooler halftone between them. The color is not fighting the underpainting, it's completing it. Again, grisaille has a special role in the first color layer. I try not to cover it completely or paint over it too heavily. And if I do cover it, I use only a thin, transparent layer of color. Optically, the gray underneath is there to be used. It reduces the saturation and temperature of the color above it, creating the feeling that the light is slowly fading as the form turns away. And now I add a final color layer. At this point, most of the painting is already solved underneath. So I'm not repainting everything. I'm only finishing what needs more life. The halftones are already softened by gray underneath, so I leave them mostly alone. That quiet muted area helps the light feel stronger. Now my attention goes mainly to the illuminated parts. Here I add a little more saturation, a little more warmth, and a little more paint. The color becomes thicker where the light is strongest. Then I gently blend it into the surrounding transitions without losing the structure below. If the shadows need a small adjustment, I correct them carefully. The goal is to let all the previous layers do their job. And with this last layer, the painting finally comes together. If you would like to see more of my painting process, tutorials, and complete video workshops, you can join my YouTube channel membership, Old Masters tier. where you will find many full lessons I've created for you. And if you want to go even deeper, you can also join me, of course, on my Patreon, where I share more in-depth content, extended lessons, and additional workshops designed to help you take your painting further. You can also visit my website if you're looking for some cool art merch, prints, and more. And if you decide to grab something, don't forget to use code M8SALE at the checkout for 10% off your entire order. You can also find me on Instagram and Facebook. Thanks for watching and see you in another vid.